Time for types of question, and I choose question one. Tell me about the type of sports. What do you, that are popular in your country? Well, actually, there's quite an extensive diversity sports in Vietnam. But I think, but I guess the most ubiquitous sport would probably be football for some, because I think football is one of the king sports, and so many people, many people like this sport. Uh, Not only males but also female, especially the football, the World Cup, World Cups, football in women for recent time. And besides football, I besides football, the second variety of sports would be something like basketball, uh, badminton, because the items to the item to supply for this sport is so easily to find out some store in my country, and uh, and also badminton is one of the subject as one of the compulsory subject in at school in my country. Likewise, and of course, there's usual things like swimming, running, and so on. Less popular than football and badminton. Same question two. What what types of things do people collect in your country? Well, actually, there's quite an extensive diversity of collecting things in Vietnam, and but I guess most ubiquitous would probably be books, because um, everybody have some subjects to desire for their own so I think, and the secondly, and book is easily to find out, to buy and collect some in the bookstore. And for example, for example, my friends collect some books known as Harry Potter, and they want to uh, this uh, collect these subjects because they love to magical life and want to transport to another world. And the second, besides books, I a second variety of collecting things be something like antiques, because especially as old people, because they want to keep the memory of historical things such as stick, old car and old car uh, and sword in war in the past. So, and of course, there's the usual things like motorbike, bottles of wine, and stamps. I think it is less common collecting things than books and antiques. Question three: what types of TV programs are popular in your country? I think it depends for the favorites of the people's favorite, but I guess the most ubiquitous TV programs would probably be reality show, because uh, because in the reality show have a lot of have a lot of hard challenges and struggle the participant. For example, the reality show known as Running Man Vietnam, uh, with participants take part in is celebrity endorsement like mm, Linh Dân, Ninh Dân Lan Ngọc, Trần Thành is one of the most famous person, well-known people in my country in this time, and so they and so they have gotten some hard challenges and try to overcome and make some laugh, and uh, it is a good way to relax after work, after a tired working day. Besides reality show, I think the second variety of TV programs be something like news, especially the white collar workers and the old people, maybe as young people, they want to because they just want to know about the news in society in my country, and especially the polit- police public policy news about the governments and some and environment, even the army, and of course there's usual things like uh, laser programs, film movies programs, and even cartoon is a little less popular than reality show and news. Okay, and type 5, how important is X question? And I choose question 1 is how important question 1 is how important is music for popular in your country. um in my opinion, I think music is play important roles in Vietnam, because for some reason. Firstly, I think music is good way to relax and relax after studying or working. For example, if you want to tired, um, good way to, and so for example, if uh, your if my emotion is so tired and don't want to do anything, and I just want to and so I listen the funny song, um, the fun the funny songs, and I think my emotion improve, and I think it better than before before listening songs. And the secondly, I think music is improve our memory, and as I know, music give me give give us important roles, such as in we have a party when we listening to music, we the party going on in your brain, and is motivate the the cells in your brain activities, strongly activities, and give you a lot of advantages such as memory. Because, for example, if you listening English songs, you easily to remember the new words in this song so easily. And finally, I think music is math is essential method, and like essential method like help help and unnecessary don't unnecessary necessary in our life. Second question is, how important is physical exercise? Yeah, of course, physical exercise is essential for our life because of for some reason. Firstly, I think physical exercise help me keep in shape, and when we think your body is a little bit overweight, we we exercise overweight, or maybe in danger of obesity or even cancer. When we physical exercise is reduce of the suffer from reduce reduce to suffer from some di- um, this disease. Secondly, physical exercise help me to stay healthy, and give me give the body stopping in engaging aging aging, because physical exercise help us younger and uh, flexible flexible in life, and give me for example, as I know in the Japan, a lot of which of the which which is one of the country have a lot of older people old people live, and they share a lot of they share the method to live a long life is physical exercise every day. And finally, I think physical exercise is so important, and we have to awareness the awareness of um, we have to aware of is to keep your body healthier. Third question is, how important is fashion to you? Yes, of course, fashion is so important for me because for some reason. Firstly, I think when I wearing a fashion clothes, I feel confident in my appearance and uh, my appearance to meet and make friends with friends and make friends. For example, if someone if one peop one person if one person have negotiation with other people with to make some assessment. I think they they wear a formal and fashion clothes, we may be better looking for the partner, and maybe to make easily agreement to each other. And secondly, I think fashion clothes express my characteristic. uh, for example, if someone like me don't want to wear some don't wear want to wear some clothes to tie on the body, maybe they have good characteristic is so outgoing person and uh, always want uh, always want to free every time and uh, don't want to anyone force them. And finally, I think fashion. I think the awareness of fashions. I think the fashion is should be aware of everybody because this is the one of the factor to give me confidence and uh, ex- make good looking for others.